Poland, officially the Republic of Poland, is a country in Central Europe. It extends from the Baltic Sea in the north to the Carpathian Mountains in the south. Capital is Warsaw. Populations around 3.66 crores. They speak Polish language. Currency, they use Polish zloty. Poland has 17 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, over 100 historic monuments, and 23 national parks. Poland borders Kaliningrad Oblast and Lithuania to the north, Belarus and Ukraine to the east, Slovakia and the Czech Republic to the south, Germany to the west. This is the Wrocław, Poland, and their bus stand. You can get the buses from here to any European countries. You don't need any other visa if you hold a Schengen visa. Yeah, but make sure you're traveling around to the Schengen countries. The only thing you need to show is your passport and the visa you are holding. Poland has a varied landscape, diverse ecosystems, a temperate climate, composed of 16 U-boat ships, and is the fifth most populous member state of European Union. With over 38 million people and the fifth largest EU country by land area, covering around 312,696 kilometers, the capital and the largest city is Warsaw. Other major cities include Krakow, Wrocław, Lodz, Poznań, Gdańsk. Culture of Poland is closely connected with its 1,000-year-old history and forms an important constitution in the Western civilization. The Poles take great pride in their national identity, which is often associated with the colors white and red, and executed by the expression Białe Włosy. The architectural monuments of great importance are protected by the National Heritage Board of Poland. Over hundreds of the country's most significant tangible wonders were enlisted onto the Historic Monument Register, with further 17 being recognized by UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Art in Poland has invariably reflected European trends, with Polish paintings devoted on folklore, Catholic themes, historicism, and realism, but also on Impressionism and Romanticism. This is Wrocław city center, place of vibrant historic hub by the stunning market square. One of the Europe's largest featuring colorful medieval style tenement houses centered around the Gothic Old Town Hall. Now I am going towards my hostel.
We are like in Wrocław, Poland. So I met like some of the travelers in the hostel. I asked Moni and like Fire, how was their experience in Poland? So I asked first about the Moni, like what's going on like in Poland and what are the things to explore. So Moni, what do you think about the Wrocław, Poland?
I think it's really nice. I like all the gnomes everywhere. You should come here if you like gnomes. It's a very walkable city. Cute cafes. That's kind of where it ends. Yeah.
What about the city center? You been to the city center or you walk around?
We walked around through there. We liked it. We liked the old town more. But the city center was nice. Some nice parks everywhere and the water's good. Like the rivers.
Nice. How is the weather?
The weather's cold for us from Australia, so used to the warmth, but it's been alright. We like wearing our big jackets.
Nice. And Fiona, what do you think about the city center and all these places?
I think it's very cute and it's very like pretty. It's also like quite small, so we were just walking around yesterday and we feel like we saw a whole saw like most of what it is, which I'm sure we didn't, but from what we were doing it seemed like it was very walkable, very easy to get around. You can't really get lost, so it was quite nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what about the plans? I mean, like you staying here for a while, or you going
No,
somewhere
we're
else?
only staying here for tonight's our last night, and then we're off to Berlin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice talking. Nice.
This is our hostel. If you are in a budget, a hostel is a good option apart from hotels. Every country has their hotels, especially if you are in a city center. The closer you can get, the hostel is better. This was our place to get breakfast. Some of the hostels, they provide breakfast. They have their own kitchen. Some hotels, they also provide breakfast with a buffet. This area is called Old Town in Wroclaw. The oldest part of the Right Bank Wroclaw originating from the 13th century. Old Town is surrounded by Market Square. There is a numerous of historic landmarks in its vicinity, such as the Salt Market. There are numerous churches and monuments. In the northern part of the Old Town can be found the main campus of the Wroclaw University, with the University Square, and on the opposite, the southern side, lies the famous Quarter of the Four Denominations. The Old Town is one of the Poland's official national historic monuments. Was designated September 16, 1994 in the first round. Its listing is maintained by the National Heritage Board of Poland. The Old Town is part of the city's administrative district, which is also named Stare Miasto, although it covers a wide area than the Old Town itself. Wroclaw Market Square, located in the heart of the city, is one of Europe's largest, measuring 213 by 178 meters. Features beautifully restored medieval architectures. It serves as a bustling pedestrian hub, surrounded by colorful tenement houses. The historic Old Town Hall, numerous cafes, restaurants and shops, colorful nightlife surrounded by a lot of restaurants and bars. Old Town Square is in the city center, reachable by walking from many nearby locations where trams, shops like Rainak, Zamkowa, Shivenica. Place can be very busy, especially during peak hours and tourist seasons. There are so many places to see around in Wroclaw Old Town, which is Old Market Square, the Town Hall, Salt Market, Stare Zatki, the Jazz and Malgosia tenement houses, former city prison in Wroclaw, main building of the University of Wroclaw. Exploring the Market Square is definitely a must thing to do during your one day in Wroclaw. Points of interest in Wroclaw: Main Square, Market, Town Hall, Cloth Hall, Elizabeth Church, St. Mary Magdalene Church, Zerdzoje Fountain, Pragner. If you like to walk around, there are places to go, which is John and Margaret House, historic walking area, Sonley Square, surrounded by architectural buildings, Wojciech Boguslawskiego is a historic walking area, Old Town Promenade, Świdnica, Placa Wolności, Placedralna, Promenade Podwall. For nightlife experience, you can do Wroclaw Pub Crawl. There are also 1 hour limo party tour at club entrance. Wroclaw, Poland, famous for its Wroclaw Dwarfs, the colorful Market Square, city of bridges and islands, rich architecture and cultural heritage, the panorama of Raklois, warm atmosphere and delicious food. Raklois panorama is a monumental Salormic painting depicting the Battle of Raklois during the Kosciuszko uprising. It is located in Wrocław, Poland. The Lower Silesian Catlin family is an organization based in Wrocław, Poland, dedicated to honoring victims of the 1940 Soviet-led Catlin massacre. You will see a lot of historic architectures around the city. Weather of Poland is in moderate zone with mixed continental and ocean climate influences. The average annual temperature is about 6 to 8 degrees Celsius, while the rainfall is estimated at 700 mm. Working in Poland, in Polish cities, it is easy for a student to find a part-time job. The wages increases systematically, so many Polish students choose paid studies and start working. Although the permission to work in Poland depends on your country of origin. The National Museum in Wrocław is established in 28 March 1947 and officially inaugurated on 11 July 1948. Is one of Poland's main branches of the National Museum system. It holds one of the largest collections of contemporary art in the country. Museums are connected with the history of border shift in Central Europe following World War II after the annexation of eastern half of the Second Polish Republic by the Soviet Union. Main parts of Poland's art collections were transferred from the cities incorporated into the USSR. Collection now returned, including the Auxilium holdings, which became part of Lviv National Museums. The National Museum in Wrocław has three other branches: the Panorama of the Battle of Rakowicz, the Ethnographic Museums, and the Fort Dames Pavilion Museum of Contemporary Art. Some other facts about Poland has a variety of striking landscapes, from the sandy beaches of the Baltic Sea coast in the north and rolling central lowlands to snow-capped peaks of the Carpathian and Sudeten mountains in the south. Poland has more than 1,300 lakes throughout the country. Majority of the population, about 87%, is Roman Catholic. Poland's large tracts of forest land provide refuge for many animals, including wild boar and the European bison called a wisent. Once extinct in the wild, the wisent was reintroduced using animals bred in captivity. Poland's Białowieża forest is home to the world's largest population of these rare bovines. There are now 23 national parks in Poland, 1,269 nature reserves, and 100 bird sanctuaries. Under communism, Poland became a highly industrialized country. Mining, steelworks, machinery production are still the major industries there. Changing from communism to a free market economy in the 1980s caused much upheaval in Poland. Even today, though most people are better off than they were under Soviet rule, wages are low and unemployment is high. Since joining the European Union in 2004, Poland's economy has grown rapidly. Civilization dates back to about 2000 BC, but it was not until AD 966 that the region's tribes became united under the Slavic chief Mieszko, first prince of Polska. It is located in the Central Eastern Europe, south of the Baltic Sea, and due to its geographical positions between Germany and Russia, it has often been at the center of the continental historic events. The territory is largely flat. Only in the extreme southern part there are some significant reliefs. Thanks also to the favorable climate, Poland has always been able to take advantage of large arable land. In the industrial sector, it can count on extensive deposits of coal and lignite. Poland is one of the largest countries in Europe. The coastline of the Baltic Sea, including around 20 islands, is approximately 440 kilometers long. 60% of the 36.56 million inhabitants live within the cities. The population density is around 116.9 inhabitants per kilometer square, which is a fairly unremarkable figure. While the north of the country is very flat, even away from the coastal regions, the Carpathians and the Studers extend to the south. 2,499 meters, the Rezizi in the Tatra Mountains is the highest peak in the country. The interior of the country is mainly characterized by the North Polish Plain and the South Polish Plateau. On average, the country lies at a comparatively low altitude of just 173 meters above the sea level. The name Poland is derived from the West Slavic tribe of the Polans, who inhabited what is now Western Poland in the 9th and 10th centuries. The term Polans means something like lowland dwellers. Country gains its independence in 1918, only to be overrun first by German and then by the Soviet Union in the World War II. After the war, it became one of the 7 Soviet satellite states, but one that was comparatively tolerant and progressive. Labor turmoil in 1980s led to the formations of the Independent Trade Union, Solidarity, that over time became a political force. Today, Poland stands as a dynamic member of the European Union and NATO, playing a crucial role in the political and economic stability of Eastern Europe. Its rapid post-communist transformations has made it one of the EU's most successful economies. Blending deep historical roots with the modern innovations, Poland is also a cultural powerhouse, the birthplace of the luminaries like Frédéric Chopin, Marie Curie, and Pope John Paul II. Growing tech sector, continued influence in climate policy, energy, security, and European politics. Land of innovation, resistance, nature, vibrant traditions. Below are 25 distinct and lesser known facts that span geography, politics, culture, and society, offering a fresh perspective on this resilient and culturally rich country. There are more than 600 museums in Poland, which are homes for more than 14 million exhibits. About 37% of all visitors are school children. This is why they have deep educational knowledge, forming the interest creation roles. Centennial Hall, it was constructed according to the plans of architects Max Berg in 1911 to 1913. Hall serves to a multifunctional structure to host exhibitions, concerts, theatrical and opera performance, sporting events. Hall continues to be used for sporting events, business summits, concerts. It can accommodate up to 10,000 people. The Centennial Hall is an outstanding example of early modernizations and the innovative use of reinforced concrete structures in the building industry. At the time of its construction, it was the largest ever reinforced concrete dome in the world. Iglika is a needle-like monument in Wrocław, Poland. Built in 1948, was 106 meters tall. Today, after renovation, the top 10 meters have been removed and is now 90 meters tall. It was structured by Polish communists for an exhibition to celebrate regaining control over the regained territories after the Second World War. The Paragola in Wrocław is an iconic structure that dates back to the early 20th century. It was constructed as part of the Senatorial Hall complex to commemorate the 100th century of the Battle of Leipzig, a significant event in European history. The pergola was intended to serve as a decorative and functional element of the surrounding gardens. The design of the pergola is a testament to the architectural innovation of the early 90s. It featured a semicircular colonnade that stretches approximately 640 meters, making it one of the longest pergolas in Europe. Structure is composed of reinforced concrete, a material that was relatively new at the time and allowed for greater flexibility in design. Columns are adorned with climbing plants. The Wrocław Multimedia Fountain is a multimedia musical fountain and an ornamental pond in Wrocław of Western Poland. The fountain runs only during the summer season, from the last weekend of April or the first weekend of May to late October. The 1 hectare fountain incorporates over 300 jets to create moving dancing screens of water. They are used with musical and light by a computerized multimedia program for animated water shows. The fountain is renowned for its nightly displays. It is illuminated by 800 computer programmed colored lights. When frozen in winter, the fountain is drained for a 4,700 square meters ice skating ring to take some of its space. One of the largest fountain in Europe and is free for the general public. They do a lot of shows, use various generalizations of water jets with music, and in the evening also with light and laser beams. Ogród Jablonski is a Japanese garden was founded in the years 1909 to 1913. Garden is home to almost 270 taxa of woody plants as well as 78 species of Asian plants, which 38 are endemic to Japan. With the help of the Japanese embassy and gardeners from Wrocław and Nagoya, work was undertaken to renew the Japanese character of the garden. Four Doors Pavilion is a pavilion built in the beginning of 20th century on the exhibitions ground in the eastern part of Wrocław. Is a museum. Since 2006, the pavilion has been included on the UNESCO World Heritage Site. It was listed along with the neighboring Senatorial Hall. The Four Doors Pavilion is a single-story building without a basement. It has a reinforced concrete structures. Four wings surrounded the inner courtyard. Four domes are located in the central part of each wing. Szczeciński Park covers approximately 10 square kilometers of land. Park offering many sightseeing attractions, also has many dendrological rarities. Here you will find 400 species of trees and shrubs, thanks to which the park ranks fourth in Europe in terms of natural values. Unique landscapes at any time of the year make it one of the favorite recreational places for the citizens of Wrocław. Other facts about Poland. Poland is home to the world's biggest castle. Poland has one of the world's oldest salt mines. Vodka originated in Poland. Europe's heaviest animals live in Poland, which is called European Vision. Poland had the world's first upside-down house. Poland has one of the most diverse environmentals in Europe. You can still eat at Europe's oldest restaurant, which is in Poland. Polish people marry the youngest in Europe. Poland has a desert. Polish astronomers change how we see the universe. They have a unique alphabet and language quirks. Poland is also known for its modern cities, growing IT sector, manufacturing strength, and excellent quality of life.